Greetings, YouTube. The Doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here coming at you with another commentary on Dungeons and Dragons. And today on the Doctor Spell Prognosis, we're talking about the 5th level spell Seeming. We're giving this spell a C, but first don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I've got another video coming out. All right. So we're giving this a C. This is an okay spell. It's super situational. Probably not going to have a lot of use in combat. It is a near combat spell. So let's go over it. A 5th level spell usable by bards, sorcerers, wizards, the archfey, and the genie warlock. So it's got some good coverage. No artificers, no clerics or druids, or any of the strange circle of the land type of druid stuff that we've seen before. But it's got a pretty good coverage of classes that can use it. It's one action, so it could be used in combat, but the utility of this in combat might be a little questionable, given that it's an illusion, and you're going to, unless you can cast it in such a way in combat that an enemy can't see you using it or doing it. So, range of 30 feet, verbal and somatic components, has an 8-hour duration, no concentration. So that's really important, no concentration. And there is a charisma save, but we'll get to that. So the spell allows you to change the appearance of any number of creatures you can see within range. You give each target a new appearance. It's an illusionary appearance. And if they're unwilling, then they get a charisma save. And if it succeeds, it is unaffected by the spell. The spell disguises the physical appearance as well as clothing, armor, weapons, and equipment. You can make each creature seem 1 foot taller or shorter and appear thin, fat, or in between. So you can kind of change there, but you can't. You basically can't change the overall body type of the creature. So if it's a humanoid, it should probably stay a humanoid. I mean, it gives you some left and right barriers for this. So you must choose a form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs. So you can't turn somebody into a beholder or a basilisk, who's a human, basically. The spell lasts for the duration unless you use your action to dismiss it sooner. The changes wrought by this spell fail to uphold to physical inspection. For example, if you use this spell to add a hat, then things pass through the hat. It's an illusionary hat. Anyone who touches it would feel nothing or would feel the creature's head or hair. If you use this spell to appear thinner than you are, the hand of someone would reach out to touch you, would bump into you in midair. And then a creature can use its action to inspect the target and make an intelligence investigation check. Remember, that's an ability check. So if you do cast this spell or figure out a way to use this spell in combat, you could, if you have a warlock or you are an archfey or a genie, you could hex them and give them disadvantage on that intelligence investigation check. So against the spell DC, if it succeeds, it's aware that the target is disguised. So what is there? Is there a way of using this spell in combat? There is a way, because it does take an action. And it is a spell that we just went over recently. And I want to see, it is a 5th level spell that we just went over recently. And I think it is Psychic Bond, I think is the name of the spell. Where is it? It is Rary's Telepathic Bond. Okay. So if you and your party and this one is a ritual, it has a duration of 1 hour, and it has no concentration. So if you cast this spell and link everybody up, you all can talk to each other. Then if you cast this spell on everybody to look like the enemy, or to make everyone look like one of the enemy, to confuse the enemy, all of you could be talking via Rary's Telepathic Bond so that you all know who is who. And you could trick the enemy into attacking the wrong one. That's a use of this spell that could be used quite a bit in combat. This spell, of course, is good for infiltration. So out of combat, you can be used for infiltrations and things like that. which is really handy. I mean, if you need to sneak into some place and you know what the enemy looks like, then, you say it's an orc stronghold, then you could appear to be like orc warriors. You could, if you're defending a town and you don't have enough of an army to defend the town or enough warriors, you could change all the peasants to look like an army. Remember, everybody within 30 feet gets changed. The spell allows you to change the appearance of any number of creatures that you can see within range. So, and you could give each target you choose a new illusionary appearance. So if there's 100 people within 30 feet of you, you can change all of them, each individually, into different things. And as long as they're willing, and it doesn't say that they can't walk outside that 30 feet. So it's just within 30 feet, when you cast a spell, they go. So, again, like I said, this is a very situational spell. I will say that I don't think that you can make things invisible with this spell. I don't think that is a thing that you can do, because it changes the appearance. It disguises the physical appearance. So I don't think you can create an illusion of invisibility. Now, although invisibility is an illusion spell. So this spell is the big brother of Disguise Self, which is self for 1 hour. Basically does all the same stuff that Seeming does. It's just every creature within 30 feet. So here is a list of all of the illusion spells by level. And there's not really one that replaces this one at a lower level. So it goes Disguise Self and then Seeming. Major Image can do some good things, but it is a thing in a 20-foot cube. And we're not going to really touch any of the spells that are above 5th level at this point, because there are a bunch of them. And we've gotten to Creation. Hallucinatory Terrain changes the terrain. We've talked about Mislead. Mislead is Self again. And then we're not going to talk about From Mental Prison on. We'll get to those when we get to those. Now, the other thing I do want to point out with this is, because this is usable by wizards, there is a School of Illusion. And the School of Illusion wizard, who's starting at 6th level, can do these things called Malleable Illusion. Starting at 6th level, when you cast an illusion spell that has a duration of 1 minute or longer, that's Seeming, it's 8 hours. You can use your action to change the nature of that illusion using the spell's normal parameters for the illusion, provided that you can see the illusion. Which means, as an action, you could change the appearance of whoever you are using. As long as they're within 30 feet, you can change their appearance, and you can keep doing that for 8 hours if you are a 6th level School of Illusion wizard, which seems to me pretty cool. I think that's a cool use of this spell. Again, it can be very situational, and the situation also depends on what's going on for the uses of the spell. It's okay. I might take it just to kind of have it there. It isn't a ritual. I wish it was a ritual, but it's not. But it does go very well with Telepathic Bond, so I will say that. All right, that's what I got for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.